All right, some highlights for you from Australian Open, and we'll be taking you through all of those updates right now. Yinka Wolewa, our good friend, who is with ABS, that's Abubakar Bukola Saraki FC, sent us this message. He says the referee of the Lobby Stars versus ABS game, Ben Ode, had a fantastic day. His officiating was world class. I hope we can get such replicated everywhere. So while we bash referees all the time, when we see mistakes that they make, it's also important for us to commend them.
And if a representative of a losing side.
Of a losing team. They lost 3-0, by the way.
Praising the ref.
They lost 3-0, by the way, and it says the referee was top class. So once in a while, we should be encouraging referees with comments like this.
And that's sportsmanship.
Yeah, Bernardo Day. Yeah,
to be able to commend people when they do well.
Yeah, take about Bernardo Day. That's the compliments coming from a team that lost. He said you were fantastic, you were top class, and I hope this encourages you to even continue to be this good in all the games that you'll be officiating in the Nigerian Professional Football League this season. All right, let's go quickly to Australia Open. Unfortunately, there you don't have any need for referees to make calls because technology helps to solve all the problems.
At an advanced stage.
But then it's now at the business end, and now you can begin to see probably where it will be going at the end of the day.
Yeah, you said yesterday the old school, yeah.
Because we're having old school final. The old school guys.
It's likely going to happen. For Serena, she ended
the possibility of the All Williams sisters. Still going strong.
Still on the cards. She ended the hopes of Britain, so to speak. Johanna Konta. It's been a fabulous tournament for her, but the golfing class was apparent. 6-2, 6-3. Serena just continues to power on, just shows that when it matters most, you can trust her to deliver the goods, and she did. It would have been an upset if Konta had won that game. She's been responsible for the exit of some of the top stars, but Serena came to the party, did what she had to do, and she won the game. Lucic Baroni as well surprised many. She defeated Karolina Pliskova. That went into 3 sets, and but at the end of the day, Lucic Baroni won that game, and courtesy of this victory, she's going to be playing Serena Williams in the second semi-final. Remember, I told you yesterday that Coco Vanderweer, the American, will face Venus Williams, and the golfing class apparent in both semi-finals. So maybe the old school factor will come into it now. I mean, the most experienced player in the current female professional tennis circuit is definitely Venus. The one with most titles, Serena, and they're playing players that are
at different ends of the seat.
Yeah, the different ends of their career. They're playing younger players, so we will see how all of that pans out. Coco Vanderweer has shown that she's not afraid of the big guns, and she's ready to do business. And you know, Rafael Nadal defeated Milos Raonic. I wasn't really expecting that one. I was thinking that probably this was going to be Milos Raonic's time to step to it. But Rafael Nadal showed her that, look, I'm back. Don't just write me off. And he did that.
I've got one more shout in me.
Yeah, 6-3, 6-2, 6-4. And he defeated Raonic. So he books his place in the semi-final. And another guy that I've said a lot about, and I've been disappointed over the years how he's not been able to come to the party. But here, he did his job. Grigor Dimitrov defeated Goffin and in 3 sets. And so Roger Federer will face a Swiss compatriot, Wawrinka. Then Nadal faces Nadal faces Grigor Dimitrov.
All right, so that's the setting. All right, I'm told we need to go on a quick break now. When we return from the break, we'll spend time to read your tweets and, of course, take you to Gabon. The AFCON still going strong. All right, thank you for staying with us. It's still Sports Tonight, and we are just a few minutes from the end of the show. If you have just joined us, well, you are just at the tail end of sports tonight, but maybe we will just allow you to enjoy the sweetest part of the show. Leave the best for the last. Let's quickly update you once again with what's going down in Gabon, Africa Cup of Nations, and tell you that both games are now in added time. And as it stands, the Pharaohs of Egypt, who have won the AFCON 7 times, are still leading Ghana by a 1-0. Goal scored by Mohamed Salah early in the first half. And then, of course, Uganda and Mali are still playing out a 1-1 draw. With just a few more seconds, and we will be through with those games. Well, we'll keep our eyes on that result. Once it ends, we will let you know and, of course, tell you exactly what will be happening in the quarterfinals. But let's come back. Let me come back very quickly to Yemi Adebayo. Yemi, let's get back to Africa Cup of Nations mode now. Today is the last round of games. Group D concluding today. Now we've seen everybody. We've seen 7 of the teams in the quarterfinals. Just a little bit more, and we'll have a complete lineup of teams in the quarterfinals. What would you say about the standard of the games of the Africa Cup of Nations? When you look at the likes of Uganda, the likes of Zimbabwe, the likes of Guinea-Bissau, Togo, teams that ordinarily you feel should have been pounded by all the other teams in the competition.
Well, you know, the golfing class didn't show. That's one thing. A lot of people will point fingers probably to the pitches. We've seen a lot of injuries. I remember Avram Grant telling CAF that probably CAF should bend their rules so that teams that have injured players could recall 1 or 2 players. So that could have been responsible. The less fancy teams, you know, did try to express themselves, and some people will say maybe that's why they're out. The Cranes of Uganda, I mean, didn't show any nerves, came to the party, tried to play their football. Zimbabwe as well. If probably they had locked shop, maybe they would still be in this tournament, but they played the only way they know how to play. And that's why I said the golfing class wasn't really showing, apart from, but the experienced teams weathered the storm and they were able to progress.
Well, we have a minute to wrap up the show, but let me just quickly see if we can get you up to speed. Now, the game between Egypt and Ghana is over. Egypt have won that game by a 1-0, and that for me settles it. Now we have a complete lineup of the teams in the quarterfinals of the 2017 Africa Cup of Nations. So if we can quickly allow you to see now what the quarterfinal fixtures look like. That's it on your screen. You're going to be having Burkina Faso against Tunisia on Saturday. We're going to be having Senegal against Cameroon. We're going to be having Congo DR against Ghana. And then all North African quarterfinal is Egypt against Morocco. That's sports tonight. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye now.